I worked at Enterprise and I was like returning cars at the airport, every once in a while, like someone would step out of the car and like number one be like visibly drunk. And,
Oh my God.
and you're just like, "What? We're here, whatever. You just go get on your plane." And then you'd like find cigarette butts all over the back seat. And like, if you're a smoker, like Kyle used to be, like, someone smoking as they're driving, when they go to ash, it blows the ash into the floor of the back seat behind them. And so like you can just check and be like, "Oh, there's ash here. You clearly smoked a cigarette." This person had like it was a what's that car where the hamsters are in it?
The Juke. Is it?
It's
not the Juke.
It's not the Juke. It's the Kia Soul, I think. Something like that. Yeah. It was a Kia Soul, ugly ass car, and there were like dozens of cigarette holes all throughout it.
Oh my God!
Like dozens, like piles of cigarettes, and these people would just bold-face be like, "I wasn't smoking in the car," and it's like, "Hey, you got out of the car. You're smoking right now. I watched you get out of the car.
You flicked the button getting out. You redneck."
I've smoked in a rental car before, and I just rolled the window down and then didn't smoke the day I returned it. It was fine. If you don't run the air, you don't run the air conditioner either. You turn the air off, window down, and like that ash thing, like that's just an asshole if he's somehow ending up with butts in the back seat.
Mm. Yeah, it was just something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's remarkable. Like, when you rent a car, you like do something with someone else's property. Even if it's like a corporation's property, you're kind of like, okay, this isn't mine. I should treat it like at bare minimum. Like I'm gonna whip it around. When I worked at there, it was different when I worked there because I felt like I was like
one of the team.
I should be. I'm on the team. I'm able to do it. There was this one time I was they had like at the airport they had like overflow lots, and so like you'd have, let's say we had 600 cars or whatever, and all the lots were full. They would have like off of the airport, you drive like 2 miles and there'd be some rented lot with gravel and everything. And we were quickly, like, it was one of those days where there were way more returns than we had people shipping out. And so it was just a constant, like, which was like the best day for me. It was just like, "Taylor, we need more people to drive cars." And it's like, oh, I get to listen to Opie and Anthony driving around. This is awesome because they all have 3XM. And so you just go, you drive these, and we fill up this lot. And it got to the point where the overflow lot was full. And I was in a Hyundai Elantra or whatever the smallest one is, even smaller than the Elantra.
Accent.
The Accent, the Hyundai Accent.
The wind will like blow that car. The wind.
Those things
never
are
felt
fucking
a toy car in my life like that car.
Awful. They are terrible. And there was like a tiny bit of space left in the overflow lot. And one of the assistant managers, cool guy, was like, "All right, I guess we're kind of done." And I was like, "I bet I can fit this Hyundai Accent in that spot." And he was like, "Give it a go if you want." All right. And so I like pulled and I was backing up to like squeeze it in. Like I had to like open the door and like suck in like my ribs to like squeeze out because it was so tight in there. But I was like backing up and I see there's a sign that they would usually have in front of the lot to say parking. And it looks like a paper sign, like a cardboard sign that's just standing behind me. And I'm like, all right, I'm perfect. I'm not going to hit the car to my left. The only thing I'm going to nudge a little bit is that stupid cardboard sign to my right, like that wood sign. It's not going to matter. I start going back immediately after hitting it. I realize it's made of a steel plate. And
nice.
And it tore a hole in the back quarter panel of this Hyundai Accent.
Oh my God.
And I was like, fuck, like nobody, they were all in the van, the shuttling van, and they were waiting on me to do this. Very obvious that I scraped it because it was going, and it was loud. And then I got out and I go around to the side and I'm like, and it's bad. It's brutally bad. Like you can't rent this car out. Like the little thing is popped out from its moorings and it's like hanging.
Holy shit.
I walk back and I talk to my assistant manager, one of the cool guys. I was like, "Hey, hypothetically, I really just fucked up that Hyundai Accent on the sign. What do we do?" And he was like, "That's a shame. I can't believe these vandals coming around here."
Hell yeah.
And I was like, thank you so much for not telling anyone.
By the way,
yeah.
Taylor,
And then like a couple days later, like they bring that out. And they're like, "Anybody know what happened? We checked the vehicle history on this Accent. There's no accident reports." Like, "Oh, Bob, who knows? Could have been ghosts."
And now that you've said it on a podcast, prepare to get sued.
How long has it been?
America.